Hi guys, hello, it's Darlene Machacateur. Welcome to my page. How are you guys? Happy Saturday. Hope you all are having a fabulous day. I've just been painting today. Just taking some time and just doing some painting. Spent a lot of time with family yesterday, which was nice. I have an itch, sorry. I might need a drink. Oh my goodness. We're making gingerbread today. So like I told you before, I have a show coming up that the whole theme of the show is gingerbread. So I need a lot. I need a lot of them. So I have a sign we're going to paint. And then I have some ornaments I've already painted, but I'm going to show you how to assemble them. And then I have two other ornaments, where did I put them, that I made earlier this week. And I forgot to post them. As I was starting, I'm like, oh yeah, I better go grab those. So how are you guys? Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're doing something fun, or at least just relaxing. You know, we all need time for that, right? I had the option of going back down to the beach today, and I decided, you know, I really need to get some of this stuff done. I have deadlines coming up because I leave this coming Wednesday. I leave a week from Wednesday to go to Michigan. So, and then when I get back, boom, craft show, 5 craft shows. So I need to bust my butt this next week and a half and get a bunch of stuff done, right? So, anyways, guys, let me see who's here. Just say hello if you're out there watching. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay so I know that you were here. And then we'll get started. So let me make sure I'm live. Let me see who's here. Hello, guys. Oh, and let me share this over to VIP really quickly. All right. Let's see here. VIP group. I'm a little tired. I got so much done, though. It's a good thing. It's a good tired. And there we go. All right, perfect. All right, so how is everybody? Happy Saturday. I keep saying Sunday, I think. Hi, Deb, my sister. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Hi, Tina. I need to get you that invoice. I saw your message, and then I don't know what happened. I got distracted, but I'll get you the invoice, and then you can just mail it on Monday. So thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Marilee. How are you? Hi, Lori. I know afternoon, morning. It's fine. It's all the same sometimes. Oh my goodness. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Hi, Tammy. It's okay, Karen. Karen and I were chatting it up, so it's a-okay. Oh, Sandy, you're painting your gingerbread houses. How fun! I bet they are so cute. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't have a big project, but we do have to paint the sign, the gingerbread sign, and then we're gonna glue these guys together. Guess what? I was told to try to use Q-tips. I don't know if one of you guys told me this last week. I know Denise had the sponge, but the Q-tips actually are working really good for the tiny pieces. So I'm going to show you how to glue these guys together. I've already painted them. There's a lot of detail, way too much detail to do these ornaments. When I show you, you will be amazed at how much detail there are on these little tiny ornaments. And then I have other ornaments that I did earlier this week that are gingerbread. Lots of gingerbread ornaments. Hi, Doris, my sister. Happy Saturday. All right, hi, Dawn. How are you? Happy Saturday. Let me put you down to the table here. Let me just turn this around. Okay, so this is our cute little sign, gingerbread. It says gingerbread kisses, peppermint wishes. So we're going to paint this sign. The background part will be red. Gingerbread, of course, will be our brown that we use, our honey brown. And then little peppermints with little hearts on it. Only a few colors. So white, black, and then we have milk chocolate that I'm going to speckle it with. It's kind of runny, but I think it'll still work. Cotton candy for the little hearts. And then for the red part, let's see, primary red. And then I have honey brown for my gingerbread. So, but look at these. So we're going to glue these guys together. I'll get a really close up on those. It says fresh baked gingerbread, and then this one says baked with love. And I am not going to personalize these. I am not going to do different amounts of gingerbreads. It is what it is. That's how many are going to be on my ornaments. If you order these, they're on the website. You can put, if you just have 2 grandkids and you only want to put 2 gingerbreads, you can do that. But I am not going to take them to my craft show differently. I'm going to just fill them. So they have a whole tray of cookies. I have a whole rolling pin full of cookies. Let me just get a little bit closer. So I used to sit and personalize. You guys know that. I'm going to move this because we're going to focus on these guys. We're going to glue these together first. I'll show you all the detail. I'll tell you all the colors and everything. So anyways, what we have here, there's lots of pieces. Okay, so let's do one at a time here. Let's take this one apart. The rolling pin comes off. Got all these little gingerbreads. So the gingerbreads are just painted with honey brown, and then I inked the edges. Okay, so it makes it look a little bit like a cooked gingerbread cookie. And then this was light buttermilk. I watered it down so you can still see the words on there. And then I did primary red on the sides, and I did my white marks on there. I used cotton candy. The pink is cotton candy for the collar and the nose. Red for the heart, primary red. White for the frosting, and white for the frosting. And then my little gingerbread is my honey brown, and then I just did my little line mark. I used the little round thing for the cheekies, so our little round pouncer thing for the cheeks, and I just used the primary red, and then did black eyes and the little dots. Okay, so we're just going to glue this together. I just want to show you. I don't want to have to paint everything, so pre-painted those. Hi Karen Ross. Hi Cynthia. How are you? Let me grab my glue right here. Where's my... Oh, I have a new one too. All right, but I think this will be okay. This will be okay. So the first thing that I would do is I would get something to put a little bit of glue in to use a Q-tip, because for the tiny pieces, you know, I would use my finger, but I started using the Q-tip because I have like 24 of these to do. And I didn't want to use my finger for all of them. So I would start with the small stuff, like the nose and the frosting, the collar, there's frosting at the top, the little heart. So I would start with those things. Oh, let me put myself in the corner, even though I might take up part of the room. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this. So there we go. There I am. Hi. How is everybody? Happy Saturday. I know that it's an odd time for people. That's okay, because the replay is always there for you guys. So I just have to be consistent about the time that I do it. Okay, so I'm just using a Q-tip to get a little bit of glue. You don't need a ton, okay? You need less than you actually think that you do to have a stick. And then this is scored, so you can see exactly where everything goes. I did shade the edges on all of these. And I did the line work on, I did the little smile and the eyelashes. You guys can do this. It's simple, okay? I know that, yeah, I'm skipping some steps for you guys, but at least you can see how it's glued together. There's lots of layers. That's why I wanted to glue it together with you guys. So I start at the top and work down generally, and then we'll do the collar. That thing wants to dance all over the place. So I'm just using a Q-tip and kind of just rolling the glue on there. It's actually working a lot better than my fingers, because you know I get so messy already. Okay, and then we have the heart. So this is not going to have beads at the top. It's just going to have jute. Okay, and then this is the frosting. And you can see it goes one way or another. See, there's little score marks there, so you can see where it goes. Can you see the score marks? Maybe not. I'm trying to get it at the right angle. There we go. I think you can see the score marks. Hi, Valerie. How are you? Yeah, the Q-tip works great for painting. Oh, yeah, for painting too. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just dabbing a little bit on. So yeah, instead of using my fingers, I'm going to start using Q-tips. I'm messy enough. I don't need any more mess intentionally, right? So, and then once we get to the big stuff, we can use just the glue, just the bottle of glue. Okay, so I got all the little things on, and then I'm going to just go back to my glue bottle. Come on, you can do it. So hubby got home just a few minutes ago. He actually did go down and spend more time with his brother and brother's family down at the beach. And my son, my youngest son, is down there. So my older son, he goes to college, so he has a lot of his homework on the weekend, plus he has kids in sports. Okay, so my grandson Brody, he plays on the freshman football team, and they play on Thursdays. However, he just got injured. I'll tell you about that in a second here. And then his youngest daughter, Kaylin, cheers for the Pop Warner team on Saturdays. So they have practices during the week. They have games Thursday night and then Saturday. So he wasn't able to go back down to the beach. My younger son is here visiting from Arizona. So that's been nice to be able to spend time with them. Because, when they move out, even though it's not that far, Arizona's not that far for us. I don't always get to see the kids. I get to see my son quite often. Okay, so make sure everything's lined up. You want to make sure that little rolling pin is lined up. The rolling pin was done with light buttermilk and the primary red. And then just kind of scooch these out so they're a little spaced out there. And then the little heart, even that out. Okay, and I'm going to just set it to the side to dry. And we're just going to put jute in there. We're not going to put a bead in there. Isn't that cute? Isn't it so darn cute? I just love it. So that's one. Okay, so let me tell you about my grandson, his injury. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll take this apart. So this little rolling pin comes off. This comes apart to make it easy to paint. Okay, so all these little gingers come off. This, the frosting comes off. Okay, they have a little tiny nose and the collar and a heart. Very similar setup to that, only this has a rolling pin and this has a cookie sheet. Okay, so see how you would paint the top half the gingerbread color and the bottom half your cookie sheet color. Super easy to do. And then you just have to ink the edges on this, and then you do your little dauber thing with the paint. Just do your little cheekies and do little eyeballs, okay, and some white. All right, so anyways, my grandson got injured doing football practice the other night. So he calls his mom. He goes, "Mom, I think you need to come and get me. I hurt my finger. I can't straighten it." And she's like, "Great, okay." So she gets there, and his finger is literally like bent, and he can't straighten it at all. So he actually detached something from the bone, the tendon from the bone. So he had hammer finger, I think is what it's called. My sister's on here. So he had that. Okay. So my sister is a hand therapist, very good hand therapist, one of the best in the whole nation. And she told them what to do. But they also took him they were able to get him into an orthopedic specialist the next day. And they splinted it really good. And they told him he could actually play. So he played in the game, and guess what? He got injured again. So sadly, he was making a really good play, and he had to turn and go in the other direction, and he detached something in his hip. I don't know if it's the tendons or what it is. What it detached from his hip bone. So whatever helps hold things together there, a piece of it detached from his hip bone. And so he's on crutches for 8 weeks. So initially it was just his finger, and now he's on crutches for 8 weeks too. So his finger, he's got that in a splint for, I believe, 6 to 8 weeks, and now on crutches, can't put weight on that leg for a while. So they said that it should heal. It's like a little piece that the bone actually detached from his hip. Yeah, came apart. So anyways, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. I haven't looked at comments, but that's what's happening with him, poor kid. But at least it's his freshman year for football. It's not like it's his senior year or he's being recruited right now. So yeah, he he needed help with the shower. I said, you know what, you need a shower seat so that he can sit to do showering. And so I ordered them this really nice bamboo seat for him to sit on, so that it was easy, because otherwise somebody has to go in there with him because he can't put any weight on that leg, and it's hard to get in and out without slipping. Anyways, let me see. Thank you guys. Thank you. Mallet finger. Yeah, there you go. I said hammer finger, huh? Hammer, mallet. Are they the same? Hammer and mallet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so now he's got this piece detached from his hip bone. So, but they said, you know, he's young and it will heal, and there's nothing that they can do. They aren't going to go in and do surgery as long as it heals, and as long as he doesn't put weight on that leg. Kids, right? So, yeah, so now he's just having to, he'll probably still go onto the field and be there with the team, but he can't play. Obviously can't play. Poor guy. And he's such a good kid. He really is, and he does good with his homework and all of that. He's just a downright nice kid. He's not mouthy. He doesn't get into trouble. Oh my goodness. So anyways, yeah, thank you for all the prayers. I appreciate it. He will need them. I think the parents will need it too, because it's hard, you know, and they can't give him, they said no, no painkillers. Just, I think they give him Tylenol, because the other stuff will make it slower for him to heal. So I don't know, something about that. So just Tylenol. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to spread these out just a little bit. So you saw how all that went together, right? So I just started at the top. I did the frosting at the top, then the nose, then the collar, the little heart, the frosting on the sides, and then I put the piece for the cookie sheet over, and then this little rolling pin goes on top. It says baked with love, and then the little gingers in the center. Okay, so they're just painted honey brown, and then I ink the edges. Okay, let's just put these up here so they can dry, and we'll put a Jude on them later. So, oh, you didn't get a notification. Well, you know what? That is the way Facebook is sometimes. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you the two that I made last week that I'm not going to do a tutorial. I think they're fairly easy to figure out. I will post them. I didn't post them yet. So, Merry and Bright. So this little cup is the second piece. So it comes off just kind of like the snowman soup that we've made. And then with the little candy cane, little frosting, the nose, same frosting up there, little bow, little buttons, and then I tied a piece of ribbon around it. Okay, so I will have these kits. Here's the other one. It's basically just in pink, and then has a little bit different decorations there. It says Gingerbread Kisses and Peppermint Wishes. So those two I did earlier this week. I only did a few. I did like 6 of one and 8 of the other. Okay, let's paint our little sign. Hi Sandra, how are you? Tylenol is all you can take for pain. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, it's terrible. Yeah. I can only take Tylenol too, now that I have the diverticulitis. Okay, I'm going to bring in the board, and we're going to paint. Oh, I said I was going to put new tape on it. I might have to just put a couple of strips of new tape to help hold things down, because I totally forgot. I was going to do the tape, because the tape is loud. Let's just put a couple of little strips of the tape for the little pieces. Okay, let's make this smaller so you can see the whole thing. A little bit smaller, darling. There you go. Hi, Laura. How are you? We're just starting to paint the sign. I'll be showing you the ornaments again. So, and just take off a couple of these. Let's just do a few of these. So, I'll do the rest of them later. Okay, so my tape, I just use masking tape, and I have a piece rolled up in the center, and then this is the loud part. When I've gone back and I've listened, because I actually do go back and I listen to what I say, make sure that I'm explaining things correctly. Just once in a while, I will just go back to one of my videos and just make sure everything is still being explained properly, and this part is loud. That tape is loud. There's other things that are loud too. So once in a while, I might slam something down on the table by accident, and it's loud. I don't mean to do that to you guys, honestly. Okay, one more piece. Hi, Bridget. How are you? Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. All right, I will show you the ornaments. They're drying. The two that we assembled are drying up there. We didn't paint them. I had them pre-painted. We're going to paint a little gingerbread sign. I have already made 4 of these for my craft show, so this will be my 5th one. I have lots of gingerbread stuff. I'm not gonna do tutorials for everything though, because I don't feel like I should have to do a tutorial for everything. Some things are pretty self-explanatory. Okay, I'm just gonna hang that sign off the top of there. We're gonna put the words down here, Peppermint Wishes, and Gingerbread Kisses right here, and then let's take our little pieces off. So these are just going to be painted red. This will be painted red. Our little gingerbread guy, you know what, let's put him this way. And then our little gingerbread guy is going to be painted this color, our honey brown. We've only been doing honey brown forever. Okay, little heart, that's going to be pink. Okay, and then white for the frosting. And then we have frosting at the bottom too. So, and then these come apart. Okay, so the outside is red, the inside is white. So I'm going to put that right there. These are white, red, pink, and brown and red. Okay, so only a few colors, not too many colors. Okay, let's do this first. Let's get the red. This is primary red. Okay, so this and then these and then this are going to be red. So primary red. That's probably enough. That's a lot of paint. But I probably will have to do 2 coats because red is that way. Red doesn't always cover with the first coat. It kind of looks a little blotchy. I usually end up putting a second coat of red. Dark red, like burgundy you can usually get away with just 1 coat, but this type of red is going to need 2 coats, I'm sure. I am certain. Anyways, guys, well, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend. Had a great time yesterday. Spent like 6 hours with family, and my son had come over from Arizona. He has 3 kids. So I got to see all those kiddos. Hey, guess what? Something funny happened. So when we first got to the beach, my sister-in-law was out at the ocean with the kiddos, and a lobster trap had come ashore. So lobster traps aren't supposed to do that, but so this lobster trap had washed up ashore, and who knows how long it had been out there, but it had 10 lobsters in it. And you cannot just take lobsters if you don't have a lobster card, and you cannot take lobsters out of somebody else's trap. However, there's no ID on the trap. There's no way to know, has the trap been out there for 5 years floating around? Hard to know, but probably not. But there was no way for them to know whose it was. So they let the lobsters free. So they freed the lobsters, and they didn't have a measurer anyways with them to see if they were big enough. 10 lobsters in that trap. So the trap was a commercial trap. It was not just a little hoop net. It was a commercial trap that had washed ashore. It did not have any identifying marks on it that they could see. I actually went down to the beach, and I didn't get real close to it, but there was another guy that was trying to free it. The rope had tangled with all the seaweed. And so it was a big mess. But I think he was going to take it. He's like, I'm going to take this home. Well, I don't know if he ever did, but yeah. Can you believe that? 10 lobster in that trap. That's a lot. You made chili today. Nice, nice. Hi, Janine. How are you? I used the Q-tip tip with Q-tip. That's funny. The Q-tip tip with the glue. I know you said to use a sponge, but somebody had told me to use a Q-tip, and that worked really, really well. Okay, I'm going to put a second coat on here after this dries. So let me put this to the side. I have a paper towel. I did get a new roll of paper towels because I needed it desperately. Oh, you made chili too, April? That sounds yummy. My husband made me hamburgers and baked potatoes on the grill yesterday to take to the barbecue because he knew I couldn't eat what they were having. And so he cooked hamburgers and baked potatoes. He cooked a whole bunch for me to have all week. Honey brown is my color for my gingerbread. So I had that for dinner last night, and then I had that for lunch. I just had like half. They're so filling. Oh my goodness. That he made the hamburgers really big, and the potatoes were like big baker potatoes. Janine knows what I mean. The big baker potatoes that one potato will feed like 3 people. So I cut it into pieces. I was like, I cannot eat that whole thing. So I have lunch already. I usually don't eat lunch. I usually skip lunch, but today it sounded really good. Heat it up and put pickles on it. And then just some ketchup. Okay, there's my honey brown. And then we're going to do white. We have lots of white to do, and we have a little tiny bit of pink to do. Just a tiny bit. Maybe we'll do the pink first. Hi, Darlene. How are you? We're just getting this gingerbread sign done. These are posted over on the website. And then I'll show you the ornaments again in a moment. Oh, your tote club met this morning. Oh, fun. Oh, you should have really... Oh, how fun. Yay. That will be a fun class. They will like that. Definitely. The little gift card holders, people love stuff like that. They're always looking for something, and if they can put the gift card in that is just so easy for them. I know at the craft shows, when I remember to put a sign up that says, I'm a gift card holder, they fly off the shelf. Oh, sometimes I don't do that. And I told my daughter-in-law, I need to have several of them, or put a sticker on the back. You know, there is a little hard piece right there. Let me get that out of there. On the end. There we go. There we go. Now we got some white paint. White always requires 2 coats. I should have painted that first, but that's okay. We can always dry in between. So I'm going to try to get some off. I don't want to get all globby in there. That's a word, right? Globby? I don't want it to be all globby. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, just put a light coat on because you know you're going to put more than 1 coat. Sometimes I end up putting 3 coats of the white because sometimes the char marks show through. I'm going to tell you that my last bit of wood that I just got, and we're halfway through the batch of it, it's charring more than normal. And we're using the same settings, same everything, but it's burning easier. So it tells me that maybe it's a different, there's different glue in it, maybe? Sometimes manufacturers will run out of a certain glue and they'll substitute. Because we've been having really good luck forever, and then all of a sudden we got this batch. It's actually from a different vendor, and I know better than switching. But I was trying to save you guys some money, and yeah, it's a little more charred than I would like it to be. So you might have to put 2 coats or 3 coats of the white. Yeah, but that's okay. It's not going to kill you. It will not kill you, I promise. Crafters can make their own words. Globby is a good word. Absolutely. Darlene, you headed to Georgia, Nome, Minnesota. Georgia Nome, Minnesota. What is that? Is that a city? Nome? Georgia Nome. It might be a typo. It might be a typo, but it could be a city. Well, whatever you're doing sounds like fun. Today, I just wanted to stay home. I didn't go anywhere. I'm here with the dogs. I did not cut out orders today. They will wait for Monday. So if you had submitted an order Friday afternoon, it's going out on Monday, which is still way within our time period. I try to get things out same day, but it's not always going to happen because my schedule might be a little busy. Like this time of year, we get super busy with craft shows. And like I said, I'm going to be gone for 5 days to Michigan, so I'm going to lose that time that I could be making products. So I'm really trying to make up for it. Okay. Your mini doodle ate a sponge. Oh gosh, like the one that I'm using last night. And then Doodle chewed up a gel pen. Oh my gosh, has blue on the lower eggs and blue on the new crate bed. Oh my goodness. Home. Okay. Georgia. Okay. Heading to Georgia. Home. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I figured it was probably a typo in there or something. Autocorrect. You know, the sponge brushes, my dogs eat those quite often. And it's not a good thing for them to eat. But it has, you know, they poop it out. They poop it out. It's just, they just chew it to pieces. You know, usually I find pieces all over the place. One time, Lacey, remember Lacey? She ate the green part, not the green part. She ate on the green scratchy pads, she ate the yellow sponge part. And I called my vet all in a panic, and he said, just feed her some pumpkin. And just keep feeding her pumpkin like every hour. And she loved pumpkin, so that wasn't a problem. But as soon as you see her pooping orange, then you probably will see the sponge too. Which I know that's that's probably more than most people want to hear. But yeah, dogs eat crazy things, and the sponge isn't too terrible. Now, if they eat pointy things, that's not a good thing. My dogs like to chew on the wood. They don't always eat it. They just chew it and gnaw on it, and they spit it out. There's little pieces of wood here and there. Sometimes they eat it for sure, though. They get a lot of roughage in their diet. I'm telling you, they do. Don't have to worry about that. My dogs get their roughage. So they drag things out of the trash can. I'll go in there and go, where did you get that? And I find it's something that I put in the trash can, and they just jump up, they grab it out, and they take off with it. Before I know it, they're in the other room, and they have stuff all over. Like remember the day that she took off with the bottle of paint? And I was like, oh, I'll grab it when I'm all done. Oh no, nope, I didn't, because she already had it in the other room and had it on the blanket. Okay, this is the red. This is primary red. Was worried about splinters getting stuck. It should be fine. I don't think that splinters will get stuck. And the doodle's pretty big. If my Shih Tzus can eat it and not have issues, I'm sure the doodle will be just fine. But feed her some pumpkin if she likes pumpkin. Pumpkin's really good for them. Really good for their belly. All night, Goober was caught. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's terrible. And Goober is such a cute name. What a funny name. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we do have to do some details on this little guy. Once we get our second coat on all of these things, we will do some brown speckles on him, first of all. And then we're going to do the cheeks. And actually, we don't have to do round cheeks. He has heart cheeks. So I brought the little round brush in, but I don't need that. We're almost done with the painting. This one actually paints up really quickly. Your son's English bulldog puppy ate something and died. Oh, is that the new puppy? Is that the brand new puppy that passed away, or is that a different one? That was so sad. I need another drink of water after he breakfast. Oh yeah. His food dislodged. Yes. I'm sure probably did. Yep. They usually just poop it out, but there are times when things get stuck and you don't realize it, and they have to have surgery. It's quite expensive. I have friends that their dog ate multiple socks. several surgeries to get socks out, you know, but they gladly did the surgery because they love that dog to death. Absolutely love that dog. So, multiple times that dog was getting socks removed from the belly. I mean, that's when you just can't leave anything down, you know? It's just crazy. Just a crazy thing. Okay, I think we have everything painted. I'm going to move this for right now. We'll use this to speckle because we'll need to speckle. We'll dry and then we're going to do our detailing on this, but we're going to speckle with brown. I don't want everything speckled with brown though. So I just want the gingerbread speckled with brown. And then we'll do his details. So remember when I got burned with the heat gun? Okay, so I do still have a little bit of a scar. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can see it right there. Yeah, can you see my scar? It's right here. So it's not terrible, but my granddaughter was painting for me on Wednesday, and she accidentally grabbed the end of the heat gun. I don't even know how. She grabbed the wrong end. And I told her, I said, you need to be careful because it's really hot. She burned her hand pretty bad. So that was Wednesday. So she wasn't able to come and paint for me on Thursday. So I'm hoping it's all healed up and that she'll be able to paint this next week because I need lots of help. I need lots of helpers. Alright, I think we're almost dry enough to get the details done on this. Okay. Another crafter's dog ate socks made. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's probably the same person. It's probably the same person that we're thinking of. Oh my goodness. Brittany Wilnower. Her dog has eaten multiple socks. Okay, this is dry enough. I'm going to move this for a moment and then we'll bring it back. Actually, what we can do is we can just take these pieces off. Let's do that. Let's take all our pieces off. And that way we are ready to go. When we are done with this, we can glue it all together. Gingerbread kisses, peppermint wishes. I think that's so cute. But we do need to do some details on our cute little gingerbread. Yeah, that's the same person. Yeah. Yeah, Brittany's dog's eaten multiple socks. I think that dog has since passed away. I think, not from that, but I think from old age. I think that's the dog that recently passed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these do go a certain way. You just have to keep going in a circle with them until they fit. Sometimes these peppermints aren't all created equal, if you know what I mean. So you have to just figure out where it goes on here. I think it's right there. I think it goes in like that. And then gently push. I actually broke one the other day, so I had to just push a piece in there, but it was fine. It worked out. Oh, it's another person. Okay, another person. Okay, so Brittany definitely, her dog had eaten it at least 3 times, I think. Poor thing. It's so expensive. It's usually like $1,000 each time. Okay, here's all of this. Happy early birthday. Whose birthday? Oh, celebrate your birthday. Oh, Knott's Berry Farm. How fun. I love Knott's Berry Farm. It's just so fun to go there. You know, it doesn't have the big rides, but it has a lot of other fun things. And it has some big rides, but I used to sell there once upon a blue moon. Yeah, don't get me started on that. Don't get Darlene started on that because it didn't end up good. Sadly, it didn't end up good. But let me get my paper. Over here, we need to cover things because we're going to speckle. We're going to speckle. So I need to cover some stuff and then we'll do our details and then we'll have to put that together and then we'll have to speckle again. Okay, let's cover up all those. I used to sell there at the little village that they have at Christmas time. So I sold through a friend and I sold through her for several years and everything was great. And then one year, her boyfriend took off with the money and so she wasn't able to pay me. And so she paid me over the next year, a little bit at a time. And then I did another 2 years. And then that second year after that, she didn't pay me at all. So Or maybe it was like the final payment. She owed me a lot of money, like, I don't know, almost $7,000 that she owed me. It was not a good thing. Not a good thing, guys. So I'm going to put some water in this corner. I'm going to try to do this the way that I normally do, but this is watered down. So the paint is going to have bigger splotches to begin with. So I need to be really careful and get a lot of that off. So yeah, so basically she took my ornaments that, I even went and helped personalize ornaments. So I went and helped her personalize my ornaments, and then I didn't get paid for them. It's so sad. It was a sad thing. I went to small claims court, but she was self-employed, so I got very little money out of that. She still owes me a lot. Oh yeah. I recently found her again. She moved. I recently found her again. I was like, maybe I'll go after her again and see. Maybe she has money now. She has a new husband now, so maybe she has money now. Oh boy. All right. Let's go ahead. You know what? This cord is hot because I accidentally stuck the end of the heat gun on it. Okay. Let me dry. Let me dry. Hi Terry, how are you? Hi Sonia. Anybody else hop on that I missed? Hi Marcia, how are you? Alright, so I just wanted to do it with the brown. I like to always do brown with that. We'll do everything with white afterwards, but let's get details on this. We could just leave it right here and do some little details on here. We need to do cheekies. An easy way to do this is to just open up the end of this. That will be fine. I'm going to grab my stylus. There's hearts here. So I don't know if you can see the hearts, but there are hearts. If I hold it a certain way, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard for you to see it, but there are hearts right here. So I'm going to do the hearts, and then it's outlined. So I can see exactly where it's supposed to be. I'm just going to grab paint from inside of here rather than put it into a little tray. And then I'll do the eyeballs. We'll dry that, and then we're going to assemble it. So this actually is a really quick sign. Paints up quickly, and I think that I'm going to sell a lot of these little signs because they're just so darn cute. All right. If you want to add a bow to it, you can totally add a bow to it. Wiping off the end of that because I need to use this and do eyeballs next. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyeballs next. I'm going to grab my black. That's the only thing I need the black for is the eyeballs. Okay, if you want to use the end of a paintbrush, you totally can do that. I'm just going to use my stylus. I'm going to just draw them on. Just like that. There's one. And then there is two. Uno, dos. And then we'll dry. Okay, so and then we'll put a little white dot in the eyeball, but let's get that dry first. Hi Sonia, how are you? Hi Christy. Sometimes I say hi twice. It's okay. Alright, so we're doing our little ginger, and then we're going to put everything together and we'll speckle it some more. I'm trying to get it dry enough. Maybe we'll glue it together, and then I can put the white dot in there. Yeah, it's heated. It's starting to bubble up. So let's do that. Let's bring back everything. Let's glue it together. And then we'll put little white dots in it. Okay, so it's kind of like a picket fence in a way. See how it looks like a picket fence, but it's all one piece. Makes it easy so you don't have to guess and judge the distance in between. So gingerbread is just centered here. These guys are centered at the top. Let's take our little words off for now. Let's glue these on. Grab my glue. I just like to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. If you have your favorite, go ahead and use that. I'll put this at the top. So I want a generous amount of glue on there. And usually what I do is I'll put it on there and I'll kind of wiggle it. Okay, so I wiggle to kind of seat it down, and then I'll make it nice and even right there. Okay, so there's the holes are at the top. Make sure your holes are at the top. You missed seeing dragon fruit being used. Aw, springtime. Springtime it'll be used. It's coming back. It's not in my Christmas decoration. I don't usually do it in Christmas. Yeah, have to wait for spring stuff. I know. Yeah, dragon fruit is your favorite color to paint with, right? I love purples and blues. Blues are quickly becoming my favorites. Like eggshell blue is one of my most favorite colors. Okay, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, make sure it's centered this way and centered this way. It doesn't have to be exact, okay? You don't have to measure it. You can if you want to. And then we are going to do the mouth, okay? So I need to use a pen, and there is a line there. There's a score line, so I'm just using a marker. And I can just go just like that. There we go. All right, and then we're going to put frosting on. So I think that this frosting is wide enough that I can just use this to do it. My glue bottle. Oh my goodness. All right. And 1, 2. Okay, and then these guys are in the center. So just hold your little candies, put some glue on the back, and then here's what I like to do. See how it's kind of twirled like that? I like to have it so that, I don't know if you can see how it is. I like it to be like that, so that the white, there's one here, and it's red straight up and down. I try to do them even. You want both of them to be in the same, like the same way approximately, okay? You don't want one sideways and one up and down. There is a difference. And then these little hearts go in the center part. All right, we're going to put the bottom frosting on, then we'll put words on. So this actually is a very quick sign. Doesn't take that long. It took me a little bit of time because we were gluing together the ornament first. But even just to paint this and to do one, you can, in under an hour, you can get one done. I got several done. Actually, my granddaughter base coated them for me. So I got several done in a short period of time. So, all right, so let's do our words at the top. It is scored, so I don't know if you can see it, but, oh yeah, you kind of can. So it's scored, so I know exactly where those words go, okay? So I can put them in the right place. All right, so gingerbread, and I should use okay, so for these, I'm going to bring back the little piece, or the little Q-tip. I'm going to get a new Q-tip. That one's done. Let's use a Q-tip for the words. It'll be better. It will be better. Gingerbread kisses. Okay, so here's our little Q-tip, and then just tap some on it. That would be better than having it go all over the place. All right. Here we go. Okay. There's that one. We're almost done. And then we will speckle this with white. Okay. So it's fine the way it is, but I tell you what, when you do the white speckling, it changes it so much, and it's definitely worth the time to do it. Definitely. Oh goodness. Sorry, news flash going across about the stuff in Israel. I just can't. I'm like, it's so sad. Just so sad, guys. All right. Okay. And then witches. All right, we're almost done. So there is like this little stringy thing on my on my Q-tip that's kind of annoying me. Every time that I get some, it kind of strings it out. This one's a little bit stringy, so just be really careful. You don't need too much. You honestly need less than you think you do. Okay, there's that. We're going to speckle with white. Okay, so let's move this stuff. Let me get some of that cleaned up. We're going to bring this back to cover up stuff. Okay, So bring back our paper towels. And this can go in the center. I know, miss the buffalo plaid. I know. Yeah, I don't do much buffalo plaid lately. It's because it's not available. I really dislike doing something that's not available, and I have very little left. So I can't even offer it to you guys. So that's a problem for me. I really don't like to do something and say, oh, this is really nice, but you can't have it because I don't have any. Dampen your Q-tip first. That might work. I'm super thirsty today. I don't. I probably do know why. I probably had too many potato chips yesterday. I actually had my potato chips that I can have. That was probably it. I probably had too many potato chips that have salt on them. I'm sure that's probably exactly what it is. Okay, this is just white. And then I'm going to put some water in this. I can't find, oh, I do know where they are. They're out in the other room. All my little dishes, my little palette dishes are in the other room. Okay, you're going to dip your paper, now you're going to dip your toothbrush into the water, then tap it on the paper towel, then into your paint on the paper towel, then into the water again on the paper towel. You want your dots to be small, okay? You don't want great big honking dots. Okay, so test it out. Just pull your finger back on that. And there we go. So we're just speckling it. That's what I call it. There's other words for it. I call it speckling. So I'm just putting like a little speckling of white dust on here basically. And I need to do the white in the eyeballs. I just looked at him and it's like, you need your whites in your eyeballs. Okay, so there we go. It makes a huge difference to do that part. It really does. It just dresses it up. Okay, this can go over here and that, and then all of these things. You made watermelon pink lemonade. Oh, that sounds good. Watermelon pink lemonade. That sounds really good. Okay, so I'm gonna move this and then we'll dry it and we'll put some jute on there and it will be done. It will be done. I'll show you the other little ornaments. We'll put the jute on the ornaments too. Oh, I have to do the white in there. Sorry. Hey, hold for a second here. Let me just, there's something on the end of, like glue on the end of my stylus. All right, there we go. Okay, so I do have white paint here. All right, I'm gonna take just a little dot of white. I like to give him eyeballs and I like to also do a little white dot in the heart. Okay, so there we go. All right, now we're gonna just dry, make sure we're completely dry, and then we can put our jute in there, and it's all done. I love this little guy. He's so cute. If you know anybody that decorates with gingerbread, this is perfect. This one's perfect for them. Okay, so I do see a couple of little areas that I want to clean up. There's some glue, like right in there. Some glue right there. Where else? I think that was it. Okay. There might be a little bit up here because that was my first one that I did. And then I switched to the Q-tip. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So take your stylus, clean that out. I just put my fingers and I just go like that. Just rub them together. Okay, there's our cute little sign. Gonna take my jute. Gonna tie a knot. Usually on these tie a double knot. Just because it is a bigger hole. So I'm gonna tie a double knot. So it doesn't come out. Okay, and then just thread that through the hole. Goes back through. And then that knot just stays right there. And then you're going to pull this up through here. And you want it to be fairly short because we're probably going to hang this on our little stand. It's time to switch out for, and that, you know what, that knot is fairly big. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to do a second knot on that side. It was thicker. You know how sometimes the jute is thin? It was thin over here and it's thicker on this side. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to bring back my little ornaments. These are the ones that we assembled. Okay, so we glued these together. I had already painted them. I'm going to bring in my jute somewhere right here. You love decorating with gingerbread. Yes. I think it's really super cute. Hi, Denise. How are you? Does he need a bow tie? I don't think he does. I think if you want to put a bow tie, you could. You could put a bow tie. You can definitely do that. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave them all like that. I think they'll sell just fine. But it would be cute with a bow tie. For sure. Okay, I just folded it in half. I'm not even putting beads on these ones. On these ones, I'm just going to put the jute. There's so much detail on these ornaments that I think that I don't want to take away from the ornament at all. I want them to be looking at the ornament itself and not at the cute little bead at the top. So I'll show you the other two that I painted earlier this week. So I did post these already. I didn't post the other two, so I'll go ahead and I'll post the other two, so they'll be there. I also have a chunky snowman that I made. I'm making a lot of stuff. I'm trying to make a lot, and when I make them, like with these guys, I painted 12 of each, so I have 24 of them. And then this is number 5 of this. These guys I only did a few. Look at these, Merry and Bright, and then Gingerbread Kisses and Peppermint Wishes are on this. Aren't those cute? So there's some gingerbread stuff for you. I love gingerbread. They're so much fun. So I'll add these two. These two aren't on there. I'll go take the pictures of those. I think I might have already taken the pictures, but I don't have any pictures of them with just the raw wood, but I have the painted pictures. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. This was fun. I love doing this. It's my most favorite thing to do is paint with you guys. I could just paint all day. Will I be doing snowman? We already did a ton of snowman earlier. Snowman ornaments earlier this year, so there's lots of snowman ornaments. There is a snowman sign, so I will be doing a snowman sign like this. But as far as ornaments, we've done about a dozen different snowman ornaments, and they're on the website, so you can find all those. So I don't know if we'll be doing any more snowmen. We'll definitely be doing penguins. Penguins for sure. And maybe a few more gingerbread. I have a couple more gingerbread that I cut out, but I think they're already on there. I think they're from before. I just need lots of gingerbread stuff because, like I said, the one show is all gingerbread themed. She has gingerbread everywhere. So, hey, I need to have more. So, all right. Well, guys, have a good evening. I love you guys. Reindeer. Maybe. I'll look and see what designs I have for reindeer. Reindeer would be really cute. Yeah, a reindeer on something like this would be cute. And I do have the one small reindeer. I think there are some other reindeer ornaments. I'll look and see what we have. But in my opinion, you can never have too many ornaments for craft shows. People love stuff like that. They love things that are under $10. So there's some people out there that are selling these for like $14 and $16. I don't do that because I look at what would I be willing to pay. Guys, I am really fair with my pricing because I look at it and go, oh, I wouldn't pay $15 for an ornament, but I might pay $10 or I might pay $9.95. So my ornaments will all be $9.95 at the next few craft shows. When I had them in the summer, they were some of them were $5.95 because it's off season. And I told people, I said, if you get them now, you're going to get a good deal because as soon as it's the season, then the prices go up to normal. So anyways, all right, guys, I hope you have a great evening. I think this turned out super cute. I love it. Yeah, these are posted. This is posted and these two are posted. Okay. I need to go and post these two. I forgot. I grabbed these like last minute. I was like, oh yeah, I painted those last week. So I'll post those too. So you can at least just put stuff in your cart if you want to. I can put the link. I could put the direct link for these. I just posted them right before this. So let's see, keep editing, save. My phone's about to die. Is that actually going to work for me? It might not. So the ornaments, I'll give you the ornament link. I'll put it right in there for you guys. Okay, there you go. There's the ornament link. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yay, I get to sleep in a little bit. Slept until 8 today. All right, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.